All right, so you go over to your Blackstone that you haven't had open in a long time. I mean, a long time. And you open it up and it's like, OMG, this ain't good. Look at all of this gunk, a little bit of rust. You're probably thinking, can it be fixed? Well, yeah, I'm going to show you how to restore this griddle top, and it's going to look beautiful. You're going to cook them beautiful eggs, some bacon, some sausage, all those good groceries. Let's get started. So first things first, let's get it lit. I tell people all the time, it's not that big of a deal. It's like a bad haircut. It can be fixed. Some tools of the trade that I'm using today, well, it's this Blackstone cleaning kit that I got from Lowe's. It's got these scouring pads, which I like to use even if I'm not doing a job like this. It's got a nice scraper. Most of all, it's got this. This is what you want, the pumice stone. I don't use this griddle a lot because I got the other griddle behind me. I use the pellet grill a lot. This gets neglected about all the time. So we need to show it some love. Let's get started. We want to take our scraper, and as you can see, a lot of this is just like gunk, right? And I want to get at it, and I want to get just the surface stuff off, all right? After we got at it with this scraper, I mean, we really want to get at it like the thing owes you a good amount of money. You just want to scrape it really, really hard, try to get a lot of that surface rust off, and I put a little bit of water on just to see what we're working with here. And as you can see, there's rust everywhere. Kind of some surface rust, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to clean it right up. Now that I got a lot of the stuff cleaned off, I'm going to get at this with the pumice stone. I like to add a little bit of oil to the top first before I start spreading. It just makes things, I think, a little bit more lubricated and helps the pumice kind of glide over the metal. And really, there's no right or wrong way. You just kind of get at it, all of the surface area with your pumice stone. Now, I do like to do this while it's hot, and then to get right up into the corners and stuff, I'll take it off of the handle. And that way I can get up right next to the sides. Look at all that junk right there. Just stuff that's kind of been caked on. It's been some old grease. I have used this a little bit. Push that to the back, take a little bit more water. And as you can see, that made a world of difference already. It's not looking half bad right there. But I think I'm gonna get at it just a little bit more. If you notice, I flipped my brick over to another side so that, you know, I can get a little bit more of that pumice. Whenever it steams clear, you know it's pretty good actually. Yeah, that's what you want. So, a little bit of sediment from when we, clean the pumice off or switch the pumice, but that's all right. While there's a little bit of moisture, I'm going to take this little scour pad and just give it a little once over here. Get the sides, get all the other areas. Just a paper towel. Get in those corners really good. A lot of stuff hangs out in those corners. I'm going to let this dry off really good. I'm going to close the lid and we're going to put a little seasoning on this. All right, so it's dry. Let it kind of burn for a while, and I actually cut the burners off, okay? Just enough so we can maybe get some seasoning on it. And I want to put just a couple coats of this Blackstone stuff here. It works really good. And if you've been around me long enough, I like very thin coats of this. And we're just going to put a small amount onto the griddle here. These cloths I get at Sam's Club. There you go. I mean, you want to try to wipe it off. That's how thin you want it. I'm going to close the lid. We'll cut it on. Let that burn off. First coat, still kind of smoking a little bit. You can tell it blackened up just a little bit. We're gonna let this continue firing off and maybe do another 2, maybe 3 coats. We're gonna let that come down a little bit, not get so hot, because when we put that seasoning back on here, it's gonna start smoking immediately, and it could not polymerize quite as easily. It might bubble up, and that don't adhere very good. Round 2 here, the griddle tops came down in temperature. We can apply some more seasoning to the griddle. And again, people want to say, Hussey, why do you let it cool in between? And that's just because I can get thin coats and it doesn't bubble. Bubbles is pools of oil that tries to adhere to the top, and what happens is it just don't adhere to the top properly. I'm gonna close the lid and I'm gonna cut the griddle on, let that smoke off. Oh boy, that's looking good right there. Cutting that off. I think we'll do one more, and I think we're ready to go. I'll warm this up a little bit. It's cold. This is what I don't typically like to do, but I'm in a hurry, and this is why it starts to polymerize as soon as you do that. Just close her down. Do it again. All right, it's been about 25 minutes. Looks like everything's kind of cleared. What I would probably do is cook on it and then just put a light seasoning over this and this re-season right after I get done cooking. Clean it real good. Light coat, let it burn off, let that a couple times, and thing will be perfect. Perfect. But no more rust, none of that kind of stuff. So we should be good to go. I'm gonna take, this is some olive oil actually, get a real good coat, and that'll be it. I mean, you can see it's pretty good seasoning here. I mean, there's some rough patches, but way better than what we had. And here you go. Look at that, big difference. She's nice and pretty now. Nice and pretty. And if you haven't, in a while, just make sure if you're gonna store it for any amount of time, make sure you just oil it really good, oil those sides and everything. Just clean it off really good, and it'll last you for a lifetime. And if you mess up, guess what? You can just do what we did here, and we fix it. All good. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you learned a little bit about something about maintaining your griddle if you happen to, let it go a little bit. So, hey, I appreciate you. Head on over to my website. There's all kinds of magnets, spices, that kind of thing. And yeah, have a look around. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Bye.